In Seattle, staying on your toes is essential, as surprises are around every corner. For some, that means being pushed outside your comfort zone. For others, it means keeping routine at any cost.
You get in the boat.
Why?
Because you the center. Everything starts with you.
A core part of Pete Carroll's messaging is fun.
If I fall in, bro, this is too
Oh,
cold.
good. You can float.
I'm so glad we could do this for him.
We're gonna have everybody hang here because they want to say a few
Okay,
words
okay.
before we head out.
Good.
It'd be cool if you
Wow, that's good.
teed them up.
And if that fun is team-oriented, even better.
Spread the word. Don't call it a boat. Seriously, they throw you in the water. If you call it a canoe.
Okay.
If you call it a boat, you're going in the water. Canoe? Yeah. We'll welcome you to all the traditions and the background and the history of our program, but also this area. This is the Muckleshoot crowd. These guys are an extraordinary tribe and a group of people that have always been in this close knit area. But today's the day we're gonna meet them, and they're gonna show us some of their ways and teach us a little bit about getting on the water.
My name is Donnie Stevenson, and I am Muckleshoot.
The Muckleshoot tribe graciously donated canoes for the day to the Seahawks rookie class.
Heavily tied to who we are as a people is the way that we got around in this region, and really the canoe represents that. We did before there was I-5 and 90. There was the lakes, the salt waterways, the fresh waterways, the rivers of this region. Those were the highways and byways that existed here. One of the things that's important when it comes to the canoes is that you are of one heart and you're of one mind. That it's important that you have the ability to come together and pull together. It's also important to note when we travel on these waterways with these canoes, our ancestors travel with us. And that you're joining that and you're a part of that as of this day moving forward.
It is a really important time, and the attitude and the camaraderie has been great. These guys are having a blast. They know we're heading somewhere, and you can tell. They can feel the purpose of it, and there's a real excitement about it.
By design, this activity is meant to encourage teamwork off the field.
Hey, when you get in the middle, okay?
I don't know about you right here.
Do these not tip, or do they tip?
They don't. No, they're not going to. Even on
And what the heck's going on back there?
They about to flip the boat.
I'm not sure anyone realized this, but off the field also means on the water.
Stop playing! Alright! Better tap in, man!
In true Seahawks form, the rookies didn't know of the canoe's arrival until the shirts in their lockers hinted at the activity to come. That's a thumbs up from canoe number one.
Oh, we made it.
Okay, go ahead, Pete.
Go ahead.
I'm out.
Yep, you're good. Got it?
Yeah, I got it.
And kind of move to the middle. When your partner gets out, you're going to kind of move to the
It was
middle.
fun. It was really fun.
Oh, they're not even coming in.
The last thing you want to be doing is turning away from the dock.
But canoe number two had their own ideas.
Bro, they were halfway down in there. I'm telling you,
a little bit.
acting like you.
You see how they're leaning though, right?
No, bro, I'm telling you, you can barely see the tip. That's how far down they was off of there.
I promise you, they're scared to death out there.
Does it hit pretty hard?
Yes, they're good. Yeah.
But he about got everybody killed out there. You know what they said, one heartbeat.
I was trying. I was trying to be a rhythm. I said roll, roll. But then John kept on moving, man. Like, right.
Somebody's playing with us on that.
That's hilarious. Thank you.
Oh my God, best thing I've ever seen.
But we had a great experience. It was really, it was tremendous to have the Muckleshoot out here to take care of it and make this a really fun event for us. It was a little more difficult than we thought. We thought it would just be kind of fun and games. We had to work at it, and fortunately we had a great skipper out there, and she took care of us. So it's really good though to be connected with them and to recognize how crucial this area has been to their history and all of their tradition, and we love that we can take part and support it. It is really important, that we do spend time and we focus on the opportunities for guys to get to know each other and all that. We're off and running. This is just one of the events. They've done a lot of stuff to get to this point. This might be one of the more memorable ones for them though, because that fear factor entered in a little bit, so it was great. We're always working on teamwork part of this thing. We want our guys to be great teammates, and so they've got to work hard to figure out how they can apply themselves. And so there's a lot of interaction. We do a lot of stuff where the guys have to get up in front and say this, say that. They're getting quizzed a lot. They're making presentations. It's just time just so that we can just see each other and kind of get out there.
Mandatory minicamp is the first time the full team is together, rookies and vets alike. Without pads, the offense and defense get a chance to face off and show what they and their position groups have to offer this budding team.
I think mandatory minicamp is cool because everyone's in the building. You get a chance to practice, do your normal spring type of practice, but it's intensified and you just get to see your whole team. It's kind of that first glimpse of what you have right now. The draft is done, the signings for the most part are done, and so this is the team. This is who we're going to build with and grow with.
I feel like they like to keep things light and fun, keep guys wanting to be here. They're really receptive to the player more than the person behind the player and then just the player, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, we're right in the middle of mandatory minicamp, which is a middle phase of phase 3. We'll have another week passing phase next week. After that, this is a really important time for us to kind of see where we are and kind of collect our thoughts scheme-wise, personnel-wise, roles-wise, who's fitting into what. Competition for roles is on right now, and so it's a really fun, exciting time, and we're at the best that we've been, so we look pretty good out there running around, and the guys are doing things well, and we're having a lot of fun.
Minicamp is a special time for the second-year players. It serves as their first calendar reminder of all they've learned since their rookie years.
First off, for the guys who come back in their second year, you can ask every one of them, and they can't even imagine how they played last year, knowing what they knew, and they have so much more understanding and that they just feel better about themselves, and they're confident, they're excited about playing with all the new knowledge. I mean, the day the season's over, they're smarter.
Yeah, the game's way slower. So when I first got here, I was all nervous, I remember my first run, it was a duo. And I hit the right hole, and then I just stopped in the middle of it. I'm like, damn. But this been my second year, it's much easier. I'm confident, I know what's going on.
They also have an opportunity to recognize their leadership ops, and we're so young, in particular in the offensive line. Both our young tackles, they're gonna have a voice and an action that guys are gonna follow, and they know that, and so there's a responsibility that comes with that. We do try to always nurture leadership, and we're looking for guys that do fit, and the guys that are the who-sayers and who's listening, and it's an exciting feeling for them because they know that they're growing. It's kind of rites of passage and all of that, and it's an important part of our development.
Second-year Dareke Young feels the change and opportunity of a new season at his doorstep.
I always wanted to do a day in the life. I just didn't want to be the one recording it. My name is Dareke Young. I play wide receiver for the Seattle Seahawks. Favorite part of the day was just, being out of my comfort zone. I'm somebody who doesn't like a lot of attention. So, you know, it didn't bother me too much at the workout because I already told a few of the guys that I was gonna have like a camera there, you know, following my every move.
A day in his life exploring the city he now calls home starts with getting his body right.
Alrighty, so here we go.
Welcome to the Dre'Mont. Is this like the tallest building you got?
It is, in the entire PNW actually.
Born and raised in Raleigh, North Carolina. I had 2 older brothers, and I have a younger brother as well. Grew up watching them play football, so that's what inspired me to play football. Started playing football at the age of 6 and been playing ever since then. Ended up getting drafted, and here I am.
As a 7th round pick, Dareke found many roles in his rookie year due to his versatility.
It's going to bounce at the 15. It's going to bounce down inside the 5. It's going to be down at the 1-yard line.
His unusual adaptability landed him in a variety of positions during the 2022 season.
Motion across the formation is Young. Now he's going to carry the ball, running around the left side, breaks 1 tackle, turns upfield, first down, out to the 40-yard line. Up over the top, the shot near side, making the catch, tiptoeing the sidelines. Does he hang on to it? Does he get his feet in? He does. It's Dareke Young.
I studied engineering physics in college, undergrad. Growing up, whenever like my mom needed like the TV fixed or like needed to put like a table together or something, some furniture, anything of that nature, she would always like ask me to do it. So that's pretty much where the engineering idea came from.
With the mind of an engineer, he understands how important a single piece can be to an entire machine.
When we went to the aquarium in the Seattle Ferris wheel, you know, I was out of my comfort zone. I had a few people staring at me, so that was a pretty cool experience. But, you know, people, you know, they were friendly. They asked me, you know, what my name was, kind of gained a few fans, you know, during that whole day.
As Dareke walks through the overcast streets, he's reminded of all the firsts his rookie year brought him and how much of Seattle he has yet to see.
I'll go to an amusement park. First ride I get on is the scariest ride. Great view. Can't wait to get to the top. You see everything. Favorite road trip, I would say probably the road trip I took to Canada.
Was it?
Because I had Vancouver, because I had a few of my teammates. Like, it was me, Boye, Joey, and Tyreek. And our college friends came, so it was like a big group of us, so we all went up there for the weekend. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, what'd you guys do in Vancouver?
Went sightseeing a little bit, went out at nighttime. And my group, we left the next day because I wanted to show them Seattle, but they stayed up there the whole weekend. Don't really have any travel plans. I tried to do that like at the end of the season. So at the beginning of the off season now, it's just time to put my foot on the gas and, you know, ramp it up a little bit more so I could get ready for the season. Just really competing with my teammates, to be honest. We could compete during this stage, but it wasn't like a, you know, you had to like dial back a little bit, but like during training camp, that's really when the dog days start. So I'm looking forward to that. And I feel like Seattle did a good job with making sure that we all have like a tight-knit relationship, you know, having those weekly rookie meetings. And, you know, just some of those meetings, you know, you didn't want to be in them, but like, you know, it was pretty cool just being around those guys and, you know, seeing how guys think and what's their opinion on certain topics that are being discussed. So, and that's the aquarium right there, right?
Yeah, so that's where we're going to.
Okay. So I'm just interested to see all of them and learn different facts about them.
Okay, cool.
Never been in here before, so.
I was just about to ask, is this your first visit?
Yeah, this is my first time.
Okay, wonderful.
Do all of these fish get along with each other?
That's a good question.
Because I feel like they have to since they're all in the same habitat.
Yeah.
Habitats. And being a small fish in a big, new pond is something every NFL player knows about. In a world where your entire life could change with a phone call, putting down roots can be hard and takes real courage.
So the giant Pacific octopus is the biggest type of octopus in the world. We have some dens underneath the Seattle Aquarium Pier where we have some octopuses living. So they literally are right beneath our feet as well.
We made it to the aquarium, Seattle Aquarium. We're at the dome right now, just finishing up, looking at all the different types of fish, having a good time.
Having a year underneath my belt and going out and seeing places definitely feels like home now.
Watching a second-year player like Dareke embrace this team, their relationships, and the city shows just how much love they have for it.
What's up, 12s? It's Dareke Young. Today you will experience my day in the life in Seattle. Or let me do that one more time.
Do you have any advice for young guys during
My advice for them is to take a vacation, to be honest, because like me, I remember last year during this time, my coaches asked me like, are you gonna go anywhere? And I was like, no, like I'm locked in on football, I'm focused, but like it's about to be a long season and they really haven't had a break away from football. So I feel like they need to take maybe like a 3-4 day vacation, get their mind away from football a little bit, hit a little reset, and then get back right into it because it's going to be a long season. So I feel like now that they have a break, they should, relax their mental a little bit, take a little break and get back to it.
With the end of OTAs and minicamp, the Virginia Mason Athletic Center is quiet.
Well, there's a little bit of angst this time of year because once we let these guys go, there's the 6-week period in there where they have their final opportunity to get in the shape that will allow them to play the best they've ever played. And so the challenge is they've got to be in the best shape of their life to match that opportunity. And so we lose connection with them, so they're on their own somewhat, and this is that last time. Our guys were very conscientious, and they're going to work hard. We hope that they'll work smart, and they'll develop in the areas that they need to strengthen and minimize the other areas and see if they can't come back in the best shape they've ever been in. And I know that the leadership and the mentality of our guys, they're going to work really hard. I just need them to work smart so that they're at their best.
Players leave the ecosystem to take a breath, enriching their lives off the field before diving headfirst into the NFL season.